Welcome to the Drayway. I'm your host, Dray Nay. I am so glad you're here. Man, we have a lot to talk about. We got a busy show, so let's go. Welcome to the Drayway. My name's Dray Nay. I'm glad you're here. By the way, if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Seriously, I'm trying to get to 100,000 and I need your help. So please hit the subscribe button. You know, it was a number of years ago and it was a horrible blizzard. And I was the neighborhood kid that had the lawn service. You know, I went around to the neighbors, cut the grass and everything. And I was the neighborhood kid that also was always shoveling snow. And it happened to be a really, really bad blizzard. I mean, it was bad in Columbus, Ohio. And the snow just didn't seem like it was going to stop. And I was going out again and again, trying to clear the driveways, trying to clear the cars. And it didn't even matter how much I shoveled, it just seemed to get worse. One day, I couldn't even go. It was snowing so hard, and the winds were whipping around. I mean, I literally had to shovel snow off the front doors because the snow was 8-10 feet high. And all I did was shovel snow, sometimes 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And Sunday, I think it was Sunday, we got a little bit of a break and the wind wasn't so bad. And there were some people that had to get to work on Monday that were, you know, because a lot of things were shut down because it was just really, really bad. And I can remember, you know, having to dig out their cars, having to dig a path just so they could get out the door, because some of the doors, like I said, would have 10-foot drifts. And just to get the snow so that they could have enough room to get to their car and then dig the car out so that they could at least get the car moving. Yeah, it was an all-day job. It was an all-day job. And I'll bet you on that Sunday, I must have shoveled snow from, it was early morning when the sun came up until nighttime. I was shoveling snow. And I was exhausted. I mean, I was absolutely exhausted. And I'm not telling you that story just to tell you about how I used to shovel snow. I'm telling you that story because I was a 14-year-old boy just trying to make some money. But 3 years later, I was 17 years old and I had my first car. I bought my first car from my uncle and I was so excited to have my first car, but it needed repairs and it was going to cost a lot of money. And I wasn't sure how I was going to come up with all the money to fix the car. And somehow that got around the neighborhood. And the very next day, 2 envelopes showed up in the mailbox. And the next day, another 2 envelopes showed up in the mailbox. And then on the third day, 3 more envelopes showed up in our mailbox. And the envelopes had cash in them. And I mean a lot of cash. One of the envelopes had $150 in it. And all of the envelopes were addressed the exact same way. All of the envelopes simply had 1978 on it. And that was it. Because when I was shoveling snow in Columbus, Ohio in 1978, that was the blizzard of 1978. And the neighbors had taken up a collection and more than paid me back for what I did back in the blizzard of 1978. And I'm telling you that story for one reason and one reason only. It's neighbors taking care of neighbors. And I'm talking about neighbors taking care of neighbors because we happen in the United States, we have 2 spectacular neighbors. To the north, we have Canada. and to the south, we have Mexico. And they are our biggest trading partners. They are so key to everything that takes place in the United States. For example, the oil products that come from 97% of all the oil that Canada produces is for us. 97% of it. And the biggest exports to the United States from Canada, oil and cars. Yeah. And Mexico, Mexico, our biggest trading partner, what do you think we get from Mexico? Well, we get cars and computers, and not to mention a lot of other things from Mexico. So here, our neighbors are so critical to our success that I think that has to sometimes be recognized. And I think the current administration is making a huge mistake, because Canada and Mexico, because they are such good partners, because they have such a great working relationship with the United States is better for it. Just like neighbors taking care of neighbors back in, back in the 70s and 80s, nowadays we have neighbors, Mexico and Canada, taking care of us. And we need to recognize that. And by the way, if you're in Canada, I have some additional news for you. The mail starts being delivered again tomorrow. I know you guys have had a postal nightmare going on up there, but the good news is the postal thing strike is over, and you should be getting your mail starting tomorrow. But anyway, let me know what you think about our trading partners, Mexico and Canada. I want to know what you think in the comments. Welcome to the Drayway. I am so glad you are here. We have a really good show, so stay right there. Everybody keeps telling me nobody's got money for Christmas, but yet when I go out to eat at a restaurant, it's packed. And then when I go over here to Costco, I mean, I want you guys to understand, if you've never been to a Costco, I want you to understand what is going on. Because when you see these baskets, if you see a full basket at Costco, that's at least a $500 basket. I've never seen someone fill up a basket at Costco and it not be at least $500. And yesterday when I was at Costco, I want you to understand there were 7 lines open, 7 of them, okay? And they were 10 to 12 deep. 7 lines, 10 to 12 deep, with people jam-packed with baskets. So here, cart after cart after cart, $500, $600, $700. And all I keep hearing is how nobody has any money. And I'm like, who is this that has no money? Because all I see, why are restaurants full? Why is shopping full? I'll be interested to see the numbers, because the numbers that, as far as I can tell, if I just go by the Costco metric, I don't know if you have a Costco near your place, but if you're going to Costco this holiday season, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm listening to other people on other shows talk about people having no money, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know who these people are, but they're not shopping at Costco because Costco's loaded. If you go to the casinos, Sunday I went with a couple of friends to go watch a couple of football games. The casino was packed. I mean, there wasn't a seat to be had in the entire casino. So I'm going, wait a minute, the casinos are busy, the restaurants are busy, and Costco is busy. So let me know in the comments what you're seeing in your area. Let me know where you're from and if things are busy there too. Or is it just maybe because I'm in Las Vegas, I don't have a real sense for what's going on in the rest of the country? But let me know in the comments. Are people spending a lot of money where you're at? Because like I said, the restaurants here, busy. Costco, busy. The casinos, packed. So This whole so-called slowdown that everybody's talking about, I'm just not experiencing it. But if you are in your area, let me know what area you're in and let me know in the comments. And don't go anywhere. We got more of the Drayway coming right up. It's that time of year. Are you excited? It's Christmas. And guess who I have helping me this Christmas season? Guess who is here and available? Come on, show him, buddy. Come say hello. Come say hello. Here's my boy. Take a look right there, son. Take a look right there. Right there. Say hello to everybody. This is everybody. They're checking out the Drayway. And now they have 2 drays. They don't have one. They got 2, baby. They got 2. Say hi to everybody. Yeah, are you ready for Christmas? You're not ready for Christmas yet? Oh, did you send your letter off to Santa yet? Oh, that's today, isn't it? We got to get that letter off today. You going to help me? All right, cool. All right, buddy. Thanks for joining me. I want you guys all to have a great Christmas, and I want you to remember what Christmas is really all about. Christmas is about spending time with your family. Not to mention the really good food, but just spending time. And I know it's not always, especially in this day and age, we're not always available to be able to be together as a family. But don't be afraid. Nowadays, we got better ways of communicating than ever before. Pop on the phone, and do a video conference back and forth. And make sure you connect with all of your family. Because, special times like this don't last forever. And this little guy right here, one day, he's going to be all grown up, and I'm going to look back on this Christmas, and Christmas is just like it, with very fond memories, and I want you to too. So I know there's still 9 days left to Christmas, but I want you to have the Christmas spirit for the next 9 days. Let everybody know Merry Christmas, and do something nice for somebody. Get yourself in the Christmas spirit now. It may be 9 days away, but that doesn't mean you can't be in the celebration of Christmas from now all the way to Christmas Day. Thanks for joining me on the Drayway. Don't forget, there's a new Drayway every day. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to like the video. And please, don't forget to leave a comment. And thanks for joining me on the Drayway. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day. Say goodbye, Dray.